I still remember my last orders. The day the real war began.
Hello, welcome back to Rob Talks. This is episode 2. Who thought we'd get here? I know that I didn't. And today, yes, we're talking about Battlefront 2. Specifically, is it okay to get hyped about Battlefront 2? If you somehow don't know what that is about, because you're not a gamer, that's fair enough. Battlefront is a Star Wars, as you can probably tell, franchise video game, mostly a first-person shooter multiplayer experience, and it's kind of steeped in history. So this isn't the first Battlefront 2, really confusingly. So there was a Battlefront, obviously, and that's the sequel, but there was also, before that, a Battlefront 2 and another Battlefront. Kind of another one in a long litany of video games, not really understanding how you number things. So the first Battlefront actually came out in 2004, produced by Pandemic Studios, and then its sequel came out in 2005, Battlefront 2, that we're now looking at the original Battlefront, not that, but the other this good Battlefront, not this. I'm not saying that's bad, but you know, actually I know it's good, and I don't know if that's good. So this Battlefront 2, so many amazing memories for it. It's so good. It was so good. It was this kind of sprawling single player and local multiplayer campaign mode that you had inside, where you could fight your battles either as the rebels versus the Empire or the separatists versus the Republic across the entire galaxy on various different battlefields, in space, on the ground, with tanks, with X-Wings, with whatever the hell clones had, the pre-X-Wing things, you know, whatever, they weren't. You know, you could start your battles inside one of your Star Destroyers. You'd run into the hangars with your mate. My mate was Perry. He still is my mate. Right, Perry? We should do Battlefront 2 again. Not that Battlefront. Maybe that, but not this Battlefront. I don't know if that's the one. I hope we can, Perry, but we'll probably do that one again sometime this week. Maybe. Sorry, the cat's just being a dick. I'm going to prove you that was the cat, not just me. See? Cat being a dick. Weren't you being a cat dick? Yes, you were. Okay, you can be here for the rest of the review. So, Battlefront 2, yeah. So this incredible sprawling multiplayer campaign thing. Yes, it was, okay. And you could go run cap. You could be stormtroopers, rebels, droids, clones. You could be guys with machine guns, with jetpacks, with flamethrowers, with grenades. Could you be droidicas, the destroy droids? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, what I'm saying is, it was amazing. For the time, 10 years ago, it still holds up today as a game to play. Granted, the graphics are a little bit meh, but still. Anyway, fast forward about 10 years on from there, and DICE Games have taken on the property of Battlefront. Now, DICE were known for the Battlefield games, which are very, very similar to what the Battlefronts we've got now, but obviously without the whole Star Warsy thing, so they were a great studio to take it on. Hey, these guys, they do battle-y kind of games, just stick a bit of a Star Wars skin on it, mush it around, and boom, easy peasy. And to be honest, all they had to do was take Battlefront 2, stick a PS4 graphical upgrade thingy, whatever, or Xbox One, or whatever you want to call it, and we'd have been happy. I'd be playing that right now instead of doing that. I'd be saying it right now, 2 years later. So Battlefront came out from DICE Games in 2015. It came out with, well, actually, before it even came out, there was a big thing about the whole pre-order release package that it was coming with, and season passes and all that. Now the game cost about 40 quid, probably about 44 quid, the usual price that they are in England at least. The DLC season pass was that again. Like, hey, that game you just bought, buy it again. And hey, should we tell you what's in the season pass? Yeah, no information what's on the season pass at all. So I didn't buy it. I know a couple of my mates did. In fact, I think Perry may have. How's that, Jim? You don't know either of them. They're both lovely. And I got to see what the season pass DLC was. So there were 4 over about a year. Was it 2 years? Yeah, about a year. They came out, which came out with more maps, some more game modes, some more weapons, I think. But it just wasn't worth it at all. And the game itself, the Battlefront game, when it came out, was kind of shockingly shallow to me, at least. So instead of having, your battlefield strewn with vehicles and tanks and starfighters that you could just hop in, you just have these little kind of floating blue tokens that you then get in, and then you're in a ship. which I know is kind of shallow, but that's just like a world-breaking, immersion-ruining thing for me. And the gameplay itself, for the first few hours, and I think a lot of the reviews at the time kind of reflected this, first few hours were kind of great, and it's got a really good pickup and playability kind of thing, where I think even if I just grabbed it now, it wouldn't really be hard to get back into it, because it's got a very universal feel to it. That's probably because DICE have got all that experience with Battlefield, that they can, bring that expertise over, and we're kind of used to how they do it. But when it comes to depth of gameplay, I think I don't know how people still play it now, or were playing it for months in a row, because for me, when it comes to multiplayer experiences, it's all about upgrades and customization and being able to get better loot, better gear, and they didn't really have that. Like, they have like a star card system where as part of your inventory, you can kind of customize what you take in, which is 3 different stars, all hotkeys to certain parts of your controller. So they can give you jetpacks, they can give you different grenades, they can give you mines, shields, missiles which specifically take out vehicles. That's kind of cool. And I liked that aspect of it, but unlocking them were kind of few and far in between. It took a lot of points or in-game currency to unlock those, and customization was just, it was kind of, it felt like they just put it there because they had to do something, because I think the most expensive customization you had was just the black stormtrooper. Like, okay, I don't care. Or, oh, hey, that's a cool customization. My stormtrooper's not wearing his helmet now, and he's got a beard. Cool. That's not fun. So, here we go. Second part of the video. That kind of rhymed a little bit. What does this need to do to get me hyped? Well, as we can see, it's doing a couple of things good already. When it comes to campaigns, the 2015's Battlefront did not have a single-player campaign. Didn't have a complaint. I'm complaining right now. Didn't have a single-player campaign as such. It had kind of training videos, which were very short and just really shit. So, it looks like it's got a campaign. It looks like it's centered around a female stormtrooper based after Return of the Jedi. Yes, 100%, I will get hyped about that. That's, if it's in canon, that is a section of the Star Wars lore and mythology that we have no idea about, and I love the idea of seeing it from the side of the now collapsed Empire. Yes, 100%. Hype point 1. Good. Second, this is going to need to do a lot of work when it comes to, I'm going to say it, local multiplayer. I just need some local multiplayer in my life, okay? Online's great. Wonderful. Play a lot of Destiny. I love it. Add me, guys. What's my game tag? Flint Angel. That's it. Add me, and we'll play some Destiny. But I need some local multiplayer, guys. I really do. There's nothing better than sitting on a sofa with your good old buddies and playing some Battlefront 2, original Battlefront 2, original Battlefront. Maybe as good as, who knows. So I want some local multiplayer in there as well. I'm going to need some good customization on my characters. I'm going to need it. When it comes to Destiny, that's why I love the multiplayer on that, because I'm constantly upgrading the look, weapons, loadout, and just how I play that game. If they could do that, wonderful. I mean, imagine if all of your X-Wings that you started out with when you go into your space battles were customized. So just a little bit, like spray paint, like a bit of Sabine from Star Wars Rebels, who is a spray paint graffiti artist Mandalorian. Just give me X-Wings that have got spray paint down the side. Granted, you're going too fast to see what people's X-Wings look like, but you know what they look like. That's cool. I'd love to see that. So yeah, good loot system as well. Upgrades, customization, local multiplayer, single-player campaign. And they've already ballsed this up. Try and keep the pre-order stuff low down, but there's already a pre-order bonus right there. So, just can we not pre-order? Can that be a thing that we don't do, guys and gals, and all the in-betweens? Like, can we just not do it? Because it doesn't help anyone at all. It's the multi-million-dollar, multi-billion-dollar corporations that are asking us, the little guys, that have got to choose where we put in our tiny dollars and pound coins. They're asking us to do the gambling. They're asking us to pay for something, sometimes months in advance of it being completed. And you know what? I say no. I say that is not right. We need to make a stand. No more pre-orders, guys. We're in the 21st century, 2017. Unless it's Nintendo stuff, Games don't run out. Stocks don't have. There's no stock issues. Yeah, pre-order a Switch. That makes sense. Pre-order a. What are they called? And those things that Nintendo brought out. The thing. I'm gonna get stick now because I can't remember it. The thing. The retro gaming box that came with like 30 games on it. I can't remember it. Super Nintendo. Yeah, that came out this Christmas and they sold like 10. And they ran out because that's what Nintendo do. But that's not the point. Let's not pre-order this. Let's just all go down to Game or CX or the wherever, Tesco's, Asda, because they do it as well now. Cat. And let's not pre-order. Isn't that right, Loki? Yes, let's not pre-order. No pre-orders. Thank you for watching. We're Tiny Ginger Studios. We're actually the home of show reels. We do show reels and stuff for actors. And if you've got a corporation or a small business or charity that's looking for a business video, check out our website, tinygingerstudios.com, and we can work together. We might bring the cat. We will bring the cat. And also, of course, like and subscribe. That's because I'm trying to get the lingo on the YouTube thing. And I'll see you next week, guys. Oh, also, whilst doing this video, another trailer came out, for The Last Jedi. So, arguably, a more interesting trailer. So, great. Cheers, Internet. Cheers, Star Wars. I'll probably do something about that now. That's great. Perfect. Awesome. So, yeah, don't pre-order that. Go watch The Last Jedi trailer. See you later.